one of the most key members of the founding group for this institution, Srini Raju, to come and share his thoughts and conclude the event.
We were all looking little younger, or much younger, not little younger. Now looking back, it's always good to see that you have enough information. Did we think that day that IIIT will be where it is today? So at least my own personal belief is that when we wanted to start these institutions of excellence, IIIT, ISB, all these things, so they didn't happen by accident. There was actually plan, there were discussions, and Mr. Chandrababu Naidu had the audacity to actually used to tell us that we should be like Silicon Valley. I said, sir, it took 100 years. No, we can do it too. We should start this one. So he used to make very big statements. And honestly, I used to, sit there somewhere in the first row, second row there, used to think that, he's just, been saying things just for the sake of saying, like many politicians say a lot of nice things to say. I used to think the same thing. So in my own personal view that the IIIT actually has exceeded the expectations that we have set up 20 years ago. Now, going forward is my concern, honestly. That is, recently that we were saying that, okay, we have one IIIT. IIIT has helped coming up few other institutions like the PJN has shared with us in his presentation. And the government of India has also started increasing the number of institutions that they were supporting. IITs, now there are 23 of them, 31 NITs, somewhere around 25 plus IIITs in the country. This is all supported by the government of India, not our IIIT here, the other IIITs. The IE is Indian, not IE is not international. And we were looking for the leadership. So we have advertised for 15 directors for IIITs. We got 62 applications, not one of them were qualified. Nobody from you has applied. So who is going to set up those institutions? Is there some God will create directors? They'll create board. There are people willing to give money, by the way. They were created, these 20 plus, with the help of the industry partners, whosoever they are, but the industry partners were there who donated about 20 crores rupees. People were willing to give the money, but nobody was willing to spend the time. So 62 people applied. It's not that nobody applied, but they did not know what was expected. One of the selection committee member asked very simple questions. Why do you want to be the director of the IIIT? They couldn't answer that. Some of them just mumbled a little bit. Then they said, fine. What do you want to achieve in 5 years? Again, little mumbling. Nobody had a clarity. So that's the situation that we have. Mr. Jairam just suggested that it's not just one IIIT. We need to scale up this across the country. And it's very difficult, trust me. Mr. Jairam, this will only happen if you take responsibility for one of those IIITs. Not with money, with your time. So where we have failed as institutions, both ISB and IIIT here, I have Mr. Ajit Rangnekar, a friend, critique, whatever you want to say. I keep asking them, ISB also celebrated the 10th anniversary, the 15th anniversary. I said, how many of our people went out and leading the other institutions? ISB failed in that. Very few people from ISB left, become the leaders somewhere else. IIIT, at least somewhat better. Our Rajiv Sangal went to IIT, BHU, Banaras in the university there. And with my friends here, Mr. Uday Desai being the mentor director has helped to grow the IIIT Sri City. And the Jawahar and Vasu and Kamal, they all have helped also growing one more institution. But that's little here and there. We appreciate that. I'm not criticizing it. We appreciate their efforts, what they have done. But the task ahead of us is huge. So we want to take the successful model of this, and to some extent ISB and the new startup IIT we have in Hyderabad. We have lessons there also from there through Uday. So we need to take those things and now work it out. the models that, to create the better institutions. And India needs not just 1, 2, 3, 4, India needs 100 of them. Okay, this is very few that we have today to meet any of the numbers that we are looking at. Okay, that's the one big challenge, but we need to find solutions for that. The other one which I have in my mind, though I was not asked to say this, but I'm saying it anyway, is that what is that we should look at as an institution for the next 20 years we said, but PJN said 2025, is that we need to pick up few areas. Number one, the startups that we have, thanks to the T-Hub, we got a very good branding. Okay, T-Hub has certain good companies there, but it has everything. Okay, and we also have our CIE has number of companies there and all of them. It's also good beginning, things are happening. I'm not criticizing what's already been done there. But important thing for us going forward is that we got to be known for the deep tech startup campus of the country. So we need to focus on that to ensure that people will come from not only those who graduate from IIIT Hyderabad, but they come from different places across India because it's a better environment to start the deep tech based startups. General things will happen. T-Hub will go from 40,000 SFT to 400,000 SFT there when the building gets completed. But this place should be known for that. That's one target that I would suggest. The second one is in about couple of areas, let's say 2 of them, we take up the development work in the areas of national importance. This is national importance, that means something that would help the nation as a whole. It will also help all of us in a way, but may not have a direct commercial value. It's not that we build a product, become a $1 billion company kind of thing. This is something, you'll always have some problems like that. And they will have the applications later on which may become very big, but initially, they solve a problem that nation is facing. And couple of other areas where it's been suggested by the other speakers also, that we got to be, when people type Google and then put the name of that, whatever the subject, we got to show up in the first page, not in the second page, the first page. And now we need to decide which are those areas, and you will decide whatever it is, and those things that what we need to do it by 2025, not next 20 years. 2025, we should achieve all these 3 things that I have suggested. I'm sure you'll add up more things for this. Now the last one, Ajit said already, this is my experience also. There's plenty of money there. Money is not an issue. There's too many funds, too many startup funds, too many buyout funds like that. Money runs to my knowledge, what is available is into billions of dollars. The issue is that they all look at something that is going to create value. So if we show the value, money will come. Money will come for our deep tech startups here. Money will come for our national programs. Money will come for our research programs. But we just have to show the people the value of it. Money will come. It's never in short. Thank you.